Hi, I'm Stephen King, CEO of GrowthForce, and I often get asked, what does it cost for a bookkeeper? What should I pay for an accountant? Well, the answer is it depends. It depends on the size of your company, on your business life cycle, how many transactions you got, how many bills you have to pay, how many customers get invoiced, how many employees you have, how often you run payroll, how many credit cards you've got, and how many balance sheets need to get reconciled. All that comes into play. And you also have to consider the costs related to your accounting system. Some are easier than others. How sophisticated are the reports that you need to get out each month? And what are the policies and procedures you've got in place to make those reports accurate? But the basic cost, according to Glassdoor.com, for a bookkeeper is $42,000 nationwide. The average cost for a degreed accountant jumps to $68,000. And if you want an experienced controller, that's going to cost you $142,000. And that's just the base salary. There's more to that. You've got all the fringe employee costs. You've got to make sure you understand the fully loaded cost of payroll taxes and workers' comp, health insurance, retirement contributions, training or tuition reimbursement, or all the employee engagement costs like in company meetings and outings and team building. That's typically on a low of 15% to as much as 25 to 28% of your base salary. On average, for these positions, that's another $13,000. And then there's the cost that all employees have. The out-of-pocket space, you have to pay rent. You have to provide supplies. You got to buy them equipment. You got to pay people to support the equipment and all the technology support. The average nationwide for that per employee is $17,000. So you can see how the average cost is not grown from a $42,000 base with the other cash you got to spend to $72,000 for a good bookkeeper. Now, that doesn't include the hidden costs on national average of overtime, for example. It's $2,800, or turnover costs you $63,000 for a middle manager with the recruiting and the training and the cost of the recruiter and the lost productivity. That's a big expense when somebody walks out the door. And then there's the cost of the mistakes and the fines, and a good outsourced provider is responsible for all that. And the biggest expense is the risk of fraud. According to the Society of Fraud Examiners, the average loss from theft per incident is $150,000. But for me, the biggest benefit of not supervising and running an accounting department is what's the value of your time as the CEO of our business owner. Why spend time supervising a bookkeeper or an accountant, monitoring their work, spending time hiring and firing them and then training them and then answering their questions, and not spending that time on growing your business, on adding sales or serving clients, or more importantly, supporting the people who drive sales and support your clients. The cost of a bookkeeper is not just about the salary and the financial costs. It's also the big impact that can have on your company to free you up to grow your business. So consider outsourcing to save you money and time so you can run better, grow faster, and make more money.